What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another Road to Glory video where today we are going to be playing our champs games with the full Arsenal team whilst working on our Arsenal Evos including Plonge and Ibrahim's like past and present cards. I need to do a little bit with Kieran Tierney, nothing too crazy, hopefully we'll get that done quite quickly, and a little bit of Gabriel Jesus, which probably is going to be better done in squad battles. I might actually just do Gabriel Jesus in squad battles to get him finished off. And then Plunge and Ibrahim need to be done. But we have finally got a reasonably fun Evo path. EA released Mentality Monster, the Facilitator, and number 8, which as you can see, I haven't put anything on to anyone yet. I was going to use number 8 on Ibrahim. However, we have got this incredible path for one of our other players, and that is Godfrey. We've already evoed her through Dazzling Dribbler, which cost 10,000 coins. We get to put her into number 8, which allows her to become a centre midfield, then into Mentality Monster, and then into the Facilitator, which allows her to become left mid. She gets a ping pass plus and gets some really nice stats. Her passing stats aren't actually that great, which is a bit of a shame, specifically vision. Short pass and long pass are very good, mind you, but her dribbling's decent, her pace is very good, and her shooting is also decent. She's got ridiculous roles. Deep line playmaker plus at centre mid, box to box plus as well, advanced forward plus at striker, inside forward plus at left mid, winger plus and wide playmaker plus at left mid. Although this card probably wouldn't be like somebody that's in the team consistently, it definitely is a card that would be able to use in the early stages. And there's a fair few like play styles that we could give to her, make her like really good. Like an engine chem style and then playing on the wing gives great pace, great dribbling, and very good passing, little low on vision, but really good. We could also give her a finisher and player at striker, which I'm actually quite tempted to do because it gives brilliant shooting and dribbling with very good pace and decent passing and ping pass plus for a striker. The only problem is she doesn't have any shooting play styles, so it makes more sense to play her on the wing because she's got incisive pass and ping pass plus. She's also got first touch, bruiser, press proven, rapid, and technical, which is quite nice. Alternatively, we could give her a Deadeye, which gives a big vision boost and a big short pass boost and a great shooting boost, which again makes her a really nice striker. So lots of good options here for Godfrey. You know, hopefully as an 88, we'll very easily be able to boost up some of those other issues that we've got with this card, or maybe get some play styles. You know, if EA released one of those fun ones where it's like gives power shot and jockey or something, or power shot and relentless, or finesse shot and relentless, that would be really nice. But this is going to be quite a nice upgrade for us from a 59 rated up to an 88 rated. And so with that in mind, the path we need to do is number 8, then Mentality Monster, and then the newest one. And so here we go, putting Godfrey into number 8. We need to win 3 and play 3, 70,000 coins down. I am going to start her in games and see how far we can go before we have to sub her off at like halftime or something. But let's get into some champs gameplay, guys, whilst grinding these Evos out and take some comments from the last video. Guys, as we go into some gameplay, we've got a healthy amount of games today, nearly 15 minutes of footage. And as you go into the games, I think one thing that's going to be interesting to note is how many goals I managed to score today. I did concede quite a lot of goals as well, but something has clicked for me with this weekend league with actually creating chances and scoring, which feels nice because at that point, if I could just sort out the defense a bit more, I'll win way more games. But we'll cover that in one of the upcoming comments. We've got, what have I got? 6 comments from the last video. And so we're going to start with Cassie's comment. Cassie says, EA are so scummy in a similar way to COD. COD will bring out a cycle of meta weapons, which all coincidentally have store bundles for them to drive people to spending money in the store. They'll eventually patch those weapons and bring in a new batch out with further store bundles. EA always have a crazy broken meta playstyle or broken player mechanic, i.e. finesse shot, speed boost. They always give the best players in the promo these playstyles / broken meta. They'll eventually end up patching them, and then even further broken meta styles follow. Everything is just tailored to spending money. They treat us like mugs. We'll be intrigued to hear your thoughts. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Like I actually spotted this, didn't I, about 3 or 4 weeks ago when they gave attacking Avalanche, Saka, Olise, who was the other midfielder that had finesse shot plus as well? And then they gave another couple of SBCs and promo cards with finesse shot plus. And I was like, they're going to patch it. They're going to patch it. It's so strong that they're literally like taking away from, you know, they're having people go and do these SBCs, and then they're going to patch it. And we've seen it so many times. You know, what was it last year? There was a play style that was really prominent, and then they nerfed that into the ground, and it just killed some really expensive players. And you just see these players just plummet in price. It's really sad. But one of the things that I really dislike about the game this year, I was talking to my dad yesterday. I was driving him home and had a bit of time to spend with him for a change, which was nice because I haven't spent time with my dad since 2024. I know we're only early into 2025, but I haven't seen him for a while. So I was talking to my dad, and I was explaining. He was asking me like how YouTube was going, how the views are on YouTube and things like that. And I was explaining like for FC25 content, really hard to generate views compared to the way it was 3 or 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 years ago. A lot of that is because the market is massively saturated now, and there's a lot of content creators out there. Also, the type of content I make hasn't really kind of expanded over a long period of time, you know, and when it does, we do get some nice views on there and stuff. But also, like, the whole gaming industry has done exactly what I was explaining to my dad, which is this, and this is what EA have done. And one of the reasons why it's hard to get views is because EA used to release something where, as a creator or as a consumer, you could do it at your leisure and get a grand amount of like fun and enjoyment and engagement out of it, and then you'd stop playing the game. And that might be something like, you know, the old seasons where you would... I'm going to sneeze in a minute, hold on. Excuse me. Viper, if you can, cut that out. If you forget to, if you guys are hearing me ask Viper, cut that out, and he hasn't cut that out, oh damn, he's getting fired. I'm joking. But yeah, the game used to be able to have access to repeatable, like consistent things that you was in control of getting. Now they drip feed everything, man. Even like the promo teams now gone from 1 week to 2 weeks, and then you get some of the cards on Friday, and then you get a mini release. You get like these packs like the 83x10 where you get 3 a day, the 82x14s where you get 3 a day, and they drip feed the content so that you get a little bit every day, because they want you to come back on and log in every day so that they can go to their execs and their higher ups and say, hey, look at the engagement we've got. This is incredible. We get everyone coming back every day. And that's because you start drip feeding it. And the reason why they drip feed it is for their own financial benefit. You know, it gets people in, get them in the store. You know, there's a reason, guys, that there's a 10 coin and 30 coin store pack during every big promo. And I guarantee you will see it again during Team of the Year. There'll be a 10 coin pack and a 30 coin store pack. And that reason is because you go to the store, and to get that pack, you have to go into the promo pack section. And so for you to open your 30 coin pack, you're now being enticed by all of those other promo packs. Oh my God, a guaranteed Team of the Year chance pack. Oh man, maybe I will. Oh, let me open. And that's why they do it every day. And one of the things that happened, one of the things that kind of came off of the back of that in terms of like creating content, was that it became really difficult to actually build anything to show people a significant portion of growth. And it started, well, it didn't start, but one of the times where it was like really frustrating, I remember a couple of years ago when they did a cup event, and the rewards were sick. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, nice, let me build a team, let me go and play the cup, show some of the games, get all of the rewards, and then open them all for a video. Then you go into the cup that's there, and it's maximum 5 games per day. And the cup is like 12 wins needed. So like, for crying out loud. Even if I win every single game, it's going to take 3 days before I can get these rewards. And then assume I don't win every single game, it's going to take 4 or 5 days to get these rewards, at which point nobody cares. And that, in terms of content, is like, if a cup comes out and it's got sick rewards, boom, there's a video, you build a team, you win the cup, bam, look at all my rewards, was it worth it, yes or no? People are intrigued in that. By the time you can get to the cup rewards, there's a new thing out and another drip-fed bit of content, and you know, I'm surprised to hear COD do it. I didn't know they did that. I haven't really played COD properly in years. But EA absolutely treat us like mugs at the cost of, well, to make money. And I get why they do it. They are a for-profit organization. I don't even like blame them for doing it. They're maximizing the way to generate revenue from their company. Why wouldn't they do it, right? If you was in your business, you would do the same thing. It is just sad that this isn't just the way FC's gone, but this is the way gaming has gone. And this is why the social side of gaming has depleted so much, because it's a lot harder nowadays, especially on sports games, I guess, to actually create content that is worth engaging with. Maybe that's just a me issue. I don't know. Maybe that's just my old age kicking in. But yeah, they're my thoughts on it. AVFCJ says, at 1812 says, I don't know if he still does it, but I used to enjoy when Skills would discuss real-world football transfers and react to the ongoings in real life. Watching live content the other day, you were discussing about the financial issues that clubs have, and it just created a great discussion point. I think, though, you would struggle without people promoting you and doing it as a sole commentator, regardless of what you did, though. I for sure would listen on my work commute. Love your content. Yeah, Skills still does it, and Skills, like, the reason why I took this comment actually was because Skills still gets Skills has like a cracking audience for his football content, especially on TikTok and Instagram. He's huge. Like, I think he's got over 1 million followers now on TikTok. Like, it's a serious thing that he's built up there, and it's one of the things that I watch Skills stuff quite a lot, and I'm like, I could just do this. Like, it's not even that I could do it. I don't need to do it. I want to do it. Like, I want to talk about Arsenal, but from like a perspective of like not a clueless, biased Arsenal fan, but from a perspective of like it, like looking at it like almost after taking a step back, and just football in general as well, right? Like, there's so much to talk about with football. Like, we all love football. If you're watching this video, it's highly likely that you love football as well. Yeah, something to think about generally going forwards. QOK says, Net, please stop cutting out the losses. We're here for it. The journey, ups, downs, wins, and losses. So, interestingly enough, one of the reasons why the losses get cut out is usually because the video would be extremely long otherwise, right? Like, we've got 15 games of the weekend league here. If I showcased all 15 games, it'd be like a 30-minute run of gameplay, and you might actually like that, but for me it becomes incredibly difficult to think about something for 30 minutes. So the other alternative is we have the live side of the gameplay, and when I'm losing, sometimes even when I'm winning, and I'm giving you guys live commentary, just petty and salty, and it's not what anyone wants to watch. So I absolutely appreciate that you're here for the wins and losses, and, you know, we've taken, at least over the last couple of weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, the viewpoint of going in, like, leaning into this like exclusive Arsenal side of things, which is fun, because I mean, look at the teams we're coming up against. I mean, they are so good. Like, we got some big wins this weekend, like against some really, really good teams and some really, really good players. But yeah, it was a much more relaxed weekend for me. But yeah, the losses usually are just like there for time. I actually do kind of wish the losses this time around were in. I should have mentioned to Viper to put them in, because I think every single loss I took was by 1 goal, and I was leading in every single game that I played apart from one this weekend. And it will lead me to the next comment, which is from Vint for you. He says, whilst watching you play live, what I noticed is that when you concede a goal, you tend to rush your players aggressively, and you're forcing yourself to score a goal, which makes you lose a possession more often than you usually would. I understand that's frustrating conceding a goal, especially in a high division, but if you try playing more calmly, where you would slowly build up rather than trying to score as fast as possible. What I mean is that when you rush to score, you lose a ball, then your defence will be open for a counter-attack where you would easily concede goals. Whilst trying to slowly build things up, even if you lose the ball, it would be easier for you to defend and win the ball back. Also, in my opinion, I think you should play Havertz as striker and Trossard as cam, as Havertz is tall and can win more headers, whilst Trossard is much faster, has finesse shots, so would be good at cam. I don't think Trossard actually has cam. But yeah, one thing that I did at least like really focus on trying to do this weekend was improving my just defensive ability. I started trying to like jockey a lot more, and I started trying to run the defensive midfielder back a lot more. And as I said to you guys at the start of gameplay, this week I scored an insane amount more goals than normal. Like last weekend league, I got 9 wins, and I felt like I struggled to 9 wins. To cut a long story short and to ruin it for you, if you don't want it ruined, then close your ears for a few seconds. But this weekend, I also got 9 wins, but I played significantly better because I was just better and more composed in attack. And it was alarming how hard it was to defend with the defenders that I've got. And I know I'm not trying to like use it as an excuse. It is my choice. But it is really hard with these defenders that I've got to defend properly because they're just bad. Comparative to the level of attackers they come up against, they're just bad. And it's really, really hard to get the best out of them in that regard. So I actually still think like I did really, really well with the attacks that I put together, with the way that I played. Even in the games that I lost, I come out of almost every single game thinking I could have won that game, or I should, you know, maybe not should have, but I had chances to win that game. And it was, you know, I lost so many games like 5-4 and 6-5. And I'm like, look at this guy's defense. Maicon, Konate, Maldini, Hernandez. When you compare that to Gold Saliba, Tomiyasu 87, Kieran Tierney 86, and then Gabriel, it's bad. And one thing that was also quite interesting as well is I got Gabriel sent off in a game, and so I used Yuri and Timber for 2 games because I forgot to put him, like Gabriel, back in for the second game. That Yuri and Timber card is terrible. He looks good. His stats look good. But that Yuri and Timber card is terrible. Interestingly enough, though, the new Fox card, he looks incredible. Scott and Cole I've got as well at fullbacks as well, which aren't quite meta, but they are very good. So I reckon for the next run of games that we play on this account, we might end up doing a Fox and Cole or Fox and Scott setup on the fullback roles. And then, you know, Thunderstruck Saliba would be ideal, but he's just too expensive for me at the moment. In terms of the attacking options, one thing that was really noticeable for me was when I started Kai Havertz up front and Leandro Trossard alongside him. Once I finished evoing Kieran Tierney, I took Havertz out to put Gabriel Jesus in because I needed to evo him. And it was one of those things, again, where it was mind-blowing how much worse I was without Havertz or with Jesus. And that Jesus card looks pretty sick as well. But I was like, damn, man, like, I think I got to 9-3, and 2 of those games were with Jesus, and then the next 3 games I lost, which is crazy. Well, guys, after 15 games, we unfortunately finished on 9 wins. However, last week I got 9-6 on the last games, and I felt like I played terribly and hit 9 wins. This week, I genuinely feel like I played very good. I beat some insane players, some insane teams, and I honestly feel like I just got unlucky in quite a few of the games. With that being said, I'm a bit gutted I didn't manage to make the 10 wins. This game was kind of a testament of all of the games this whole weekend, actually, especially the last 3 that I lost, where I dominated possession, got the ball back quick, dominated passes, and you'll see here from the threat map how I've got so much threat compared to my opponent. And you'll see here from the possession overall map, my possession is in that sort of like middle and final third. My opponent's possession is mostly in that middle defensive and defensive third, and then only focused down the right-hand side. And the counters cost me and killed me over and over and over. And when we look at my shot map, look at it. I mean, my opponent's got a lot of shots as well. How I've only scored 1 goal from this amount of shots, I just don't know. Off target from inside the 6-yard box twice. I hope Viper put them in the replays because one was from Little Kim, one was from Gabriel Jesus. Both should have been goals, 100%. Block shots, 3 from the 6-yard box, 1 from just outside, and then saved shots right at that near post both times. I feel like this is a weekend where I should be walking away with 10 or 11 wins, but I didn't, right? So, yes, my team plays a bit of a factor in that, but the bottom line is I felt like I was playing much, much better. I felt like I've actually got a grip of the game right now, and hopefully I'll be able to improve and get 10 or 11 wins next weekend and push on from there, especially as we evo these cards up. Not that there's a lot left to do now, to be fair, but we've got 3 player picks, 2 NumeroFUT picks. The 82x20, 83x10 are going to be saved. If I can see the Team of the Week packs, I'll open them. If I can't, I will not. Obviously, it's not not the most ideal situation when you're trying to save packs, is it? So we get Inform Orangier. This is a big player. We get 88 Lionel Messi. We get 85 Jota. And then we get 86 Van der Horn. I don't know what 88s are selling for right now, actually. Let me have a look. Because whatever they're selling for is going to be the determinant factor of what we pick here. So 88s are 13k. It's either going to be Messi or the Inform. I think Messi's got potential to go up 16, 17, 18k. So is the Inform. So let's take Rongier. We'll pick him. Two special cards, though, in that setup. That's not too bad. We then get Casemiro as an option. We get Delict as an option. We get Hondoan as an option. And we get Schuler as an option. So we'll take Ilkay. Do I have him tradable already? Yes. Send him up to the trade pile. And then we get player pick number 2. Come on, give us another promo card. Sour Brunch. She's obviously got the promo card. We get ourselves an 85 Russo. And lastly, an 84 Boatin. So we'll take 85 Russo. Lovely. And then 2 NumeroFUT options, guys. What are we going to see? Ndicka from Roma. Just give me Gabriel Martinelli, EA. Just do it. Do it. Give me the big man. No, Luki Bacchio, BT, and Ndicka. We'll take Ndicka. Just give me Gabriel Martinelli, EA. Come on. We get Luki Bacchio as an option again. We get 90 rated Trap. And we get 86 Van der Horn. So, as per usual, guys, Camps rewards, once again, not worth the stress. But what we have done with the club is we got 1-on-1 for Godfrey. Need to finish off Plange and Ibrahim. Of course, Godfrey will also then be taking Mentality Monster and the Facilitator. And we are done. Like, actually, full-blown, nothing left to do, done with Evos. So, I'm really, really happy to be, like, fully on top by Team of the Year. And then in terms of rivals, obviously I need to play a couple of games to get the points to get qualified for champs. But we only need 16 more points as well. So, I want to be ready and prepared for Team of the Year warm-up to be completely done. But of course, guys, you know, we're saving packs for Team of the Year now. And so it makes even videos like this, I get a premium gold pack from, makes even videos like this just kind of a bit meh because there's nothing exciting. You know, I suppose some of those picks are quite nice. But ultimately, there's just nothing exciting. And do we get to see these Team of the Week packs? No, we do not. No, we do not. And so, yeah, there you go. That is going to be that. We'll see what EA drop for us at 6 p.m. In terms of where I am on the rest of the account, just to keep you guys up to date, I do need to do NumeroFUT 11 and Rush Points. I'll focus on those, probably actually to finish off as many of the Evos as I can, actually, in that. In terms of seasonal content, just need to play 10 squad battles / rivals games. Sorry, squad battles / rush games. I completely forgot to do squad battles this week, which is a bit disappointing, but it's not the end of the world. But I actually want to start taking squad battles a bit more seriously and pushing towards Elite 1 or Elite 2 each week whilst doing evolutions. We need to finish off the weekly objectives, so score 1 more goal with a player from England and then win 3 rush matches. But the SP, there's so much of it now, I could get to the end, no problem at all. You know, we've got 13 more games there to go until that's finished. Not going to do any of that. And then for this, how long have we got? We've got 2 weeks left on this, and I would need, was that 23 wins between the 2 weeks to get to the 50. I'm probably not going to get there, let's be honest, but I bet I'll be close. 46, 47, 48, somewhere like that. Maybe I can get it together next week. And then a few other options there. Now, I want to show the team, guys. I want to show actually, you know, I talked about it a little bit before we started the gameplay. And I focused a lot on the team management setup of hardly breaks a sweat, defensively solid. And I focused on that because I actually want them to have the option of wins the ball back quickly, but there's just things in that I don't really like. But I really like the way this team plays, especially like building the attacks down the right and down the left. I just need to connect the dots a little bit better up front. And it might be Perez who's part of that because Perez doesn't really do what I wanted him to do. And so, yeah, with the team kind of like this, it's really decent. What I did notice was once I finished evoing Gabriel Jesus, I kept him in the team because I was like, what's the point of evoing him and then not using him? Since I had him in the team, that's when all the losses came. Once he got evoed, 3 games, 3 losses. Kai Havertz, this card is just so good. Like, look at that again. 125 games. What's that? 145 goal contributions in said games. He doesn't have a playstyle plus. I've bought him in at midfield plenty of times. I've used him at cam plenty of times. Brought him off the bench plenty of times. And he's still got a phenomenal goal to game ratio and goal to assist ratio. And so I'm kind of excited to be able to, like, I might end up just keeping this one or eventually hopefully pack my own one and just really use him. I really like Little Kim. I like Perez, love Odegaard, love Rice. This backline is good, but as you guys well know, this backline is just way behind the power curve. Even though it's much better than it was last weekend, it still just doesn't quite cut the mustard. I'll tell you off the bench, though, got really good. White's decent. Lewis Skelly I brought off the bench almost every game because of technical dribbling. It's really easy to ping the ball into him when I've got it in the defense and just technical dribble around 1 or 2 players and then create some space for some passes and some movements, to the point where I kind of want to start him, apart from the fact that he only has box-to-box in that centre midfield role, and I just don't really like box-to-box. But this is one hell of a card. I just need to make more use of this card, actually. I need to use it way more because he's really, really good. And so that was the team. But let's see what EA do give us at 6 PM, guys. And yeah, I'll be right back. Right, guys, well, EA didn't really give us much at the end of, at the start of the new day. So what I am just going to do is what I talked about a little bit during the gameplay there, is go and get this Fox card. I actually can't believe, like, I can believe it, but I also can't believe how cheap some of the NumeroFUT cards are that look quite good. And Fox is one of those that I think looks quite good. She will definitely be on that right-hand side for us, and will also definitely be the best player that we have and have had out there. And that is because she has got 4-star skill with 4-star weak foot, which is great. Play right back and left back as well, which is great. Her pace is good. Her passing is very good. Her dribbling is quite good. Her defending is very good. And her physical is quite good. Her playstyles are brilliant. She's got rapid, relentless Trivela, intercept plus, tiki-taka, ping pass, and long ball pass. Yes, it's a bit sad that she doesn't have any other defensive playstyles. That would be nice. But her roles as well are brilliant. So we'll pop her into the team for tomorrow and go from there. Gabriel Martinelli's price is coming down nicely. He was like 2.1 million when I saw him yesterday, and he's now down about 800,000 coins. If he gets somewhere close to that 500k mark, I'll probably sell some items to be able to go and pick him up. But yeah, we need an upgrade on this back line. Kieran Tierney is not him. Tommy Asu is not him. So I think we're going to go for Scott and Fox or Cole and Fox for the qualifiers and arrivals games this week. But for today, that is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now, guys, I'm out. Peace.